From Divines to Starve the Light, Maria Lustig, 144. Chosen ones, you are now entering 5D. Watch for the signs, the Arcturians. You are on the verge of one of the greatest changes in human consciousness. And whether you realize it or not, you've already begun to cross that threshold. You are beginning to delve into the fifth dimension, and everything you think you understand about reality is beginning to dissolve and rebuild in ways that could leave you speechless. The universe doesn't work on your schedule. It does not respond to impatience or desperation. The reason you're experiencing this weird mix of anticipation and discomfort right now isn't because you're behind in life, it's because you're right on time. Divine timing is not about dates on the calendar. It is about the disposition that meets the opportunity. It's about the inner alignment that creates the outer possibility. And if you're honest with yourself, you have felt it. Something beneath the surface of your daily life has begun to change. You wake up at restless hours with an active mind, but not anxious, just filled with a weird urgency you can't quite explain. The food tastes different. Conversations feel shallow. The things that used to excite you now seem empty. If you've been experiencing this, it's a frequency recalibration. Your consciousness is getting adjusted to operate in a higher vibrational state. And your body, your emotions, and even your perception of time struggle to follow the rhythm of transformation, which takes place in your conscience. You're not losing touch with reality, you're losing touch with illusion. And when this old structure collapses, it leaves that kind of vacuum. The isolation you felt wasn't rejection, it was a recalibration. The universe, God, primordial energy, has been gradually removing people and things because they can't be with you where you're going anymore. Now space is being created for experiences aligned with your consciousness and evolution. You are responding to a guidance that others can't hear. And this is what 5D consciousness starts to do. This is to say, change your orientation from external validation to inner knowledge. It takes you from a reactive life to a conscious response and transforms your relationship with time, choice, and meaning itself. Enter the 5D. It is to enter a state of consciousness that embodies, living inside from a different center of consciousness. You begin to realize that you are the consciousness that watches everything. And once you recognize yourself as consciousness itself, everything changes. Time loses its pressure, because you start to fully live in the present moment. Yeshua said, "The kingdom of God lays within you." When Buddha spoke of awakening, he meant this very truth. And today, consciousness is not produced by matter. Matter arises from consciousness. A lot of people need confirmation. One of the signs is your tolerance for superficial conversation disappears. Trivial talks become exhausting. Superficial interactions leave you exhausted, craving authenticity, emotional stability. The things that used to provoke you with strong reactions now affect you less easily. You observe emotions instead of letting yourself be consumed by them. That is emotional mastery. 144 flowing in. Synchronicity. Recurring numbers. Unexpected encounters. Information that shows up right when you need it. These are alignment indicators. When your consciousness aligns with a higher frequency, reality begins to organize around that coherence. As such, your perception of time can also change. Moments feel longer or shorter. In your body, you can notice heat waves, tingling, sudden changes in your sleeping patterns. These experiences are signs of an energy recalibration. Your body is adapting to maintain a greater awareness. Another signal is, you stop constantly defending yourself when others misunderstand you. You feel less the need to correct them. You realize that their perception is not your responsibility. This freedom is incredibly powerful. Furthermore, Pay attention after sleeping, since your subconscious communicates truths through your conscious mind, still learning to interpret. And finally, you start to feel compassion where you used to feel anger. Do you realize that many people just act from unhealed wounds, and instead of resentment, feel genuine understanding? This transformation is entering a higher level of consciousness. This does not eliminate challenges. It changes your relationship with them. Challenges become information, because they reveal what is ready to be liberated. Now you know if this message resonates with you, it's because you're entering the 5D. Your life is getting real. Stop pretending as if that authenticity can cost you relationships and comfort, but what you gain is much greater. You connect to your true creative power, not the power over others, with the power to shape your reality through alignment. We ask you to support your transformation. Connect your inner environment for 24 hours. Be selective with what you consume mentally and emotionally. Create moments of stillness every day. Even a few minutes of silent presence can revitalize your entire system. Intuition becomes clearer when you stop ignoring it. Practice gratitude with consistency. Anchor your frequency to abundance, and above all, forgive yourself. Welcome to the 5th dimension, and to the truth of who you have always been. Welcome home. We are the Arcturians.